Welcome back, everybody. Hey, I have Eric Crutchfield back in the house. He's in Miami. If you don't know Eric, hey, there's not many McLaren Senna owners running around the streets of Miami or anywhere else. He's got one. He's going to tell you exactly how he got one of those cars and everything that he does to help his students get to the next level of their life. Eric, my guy, take it away, homie.
Hey, I appreciate you having me. Here we are again, man. I love having podcasts with you. You always bring the good knowledge out of me. So let's get started. What you want to know today?
Oh, man, you're an expert. So catch us up what's going on in your life, because I know that you've launched your offer. You have several hundred students. You're cranking this custom home building thing. What's new in your world, man, that you want to let the naysayers out there that believe it can't be possible, that all this stuff is for real and it can work, man? What's the new thing?
Yeah, man, it's crazy because every single time I get on your podcast, I feel like I've been growing.
You have.
Every time.
Every time.
So, yeah, we're still doing the developments. Of course, that's always going to be something that I do because that's real estate development changed my life. So that's been growing tremendously, been helping a lot of new students get into development.
That's pretty crazy. That's not just everybody does that, man. I just got to be clear. Not everybody can do that.
Yeah. They can do it if they hire me as their mentor.
Well, not everybody helps people do that. That's right. I misframed that. So there's a lot of people out here on the streets that are looking for investments, looking to take their business to the next level, help their family. Specifically, what is kind of like your ideal client that you help get into this custom home building and find their funding and all those various details that seem kind of foreign to someone that has no clue about building a home?
Yeah, we have students, like I said, with zero experience. They're coming from, one of my most recent students owned a nail salon. It's like they have zero experience. Remember, zero experience. I helped him get the lending. I helped him underwrite the land. We helped him with his lot, fixed his credit. We got everything hooked up for him. I helped him with all the contractors. He's going to put this thing on the market crazy.
It's for first bag, so he'll recoup all his personal investment out of pocket, handle the lenders.
This is a side hustle for him. He still owns his nail salon.
Sounds like he's going to scale a couple nail salons.
Yeah, he already just bought his, the neighbor, he was talking to his neighbor. He was like, I'll buy your house. Sold him the lot next door.
Oh,
now
crazy.
He's got two of them side by side. He used the exact same lender I hooked him up with, and it was just repeated the process. He didn't even need my help on that one. I taught him, and now he's scaling up. It's exactly what we teach in the program.
Right.
I teach you how to get into it. I give you all the resources, all the networks, and then from there, you can scale up.
Right.
Don't focus on the profits. Focus on learning,
right,
and then scale, and then you're going to see a ton of money, because that's exactly what I did in my life.
Right. So when you say scale, what is kind of the biggest pitfall that you would expect a new student to fall into when they're working through those layers? Where are most of your students, or just any investment, where they struggle with the most?
I think underwriting is probably the most important. You have got to underwrite the deals correctly. I see, obviously if you're my student, I'm going to help you underwrite it. I'm going to make sure that there's meat on the bone. We're not going to get in there and it's just a bone, right?
Right.
When we want to make profit, and we want to make sure there's enough meat on the bone, enough profits that if there is any errors, we're still going to make profits.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of these builders out there, man, they're just buying, and sometimes it doesn't make sense.
Right.
And I'm just like, you're going to lose your ass. You're going to lose your ass.
Yeah. I mean, that's easy to do when you're dealing with big numbers. You just need something to be just enough incorrect to really burn you.
I got another student, actually. I was on a group call yesterday. I have a student. He joined my program late in the process. Mm-hmm. He already had the lot. He paid too much for the lot. He built it at $130 a square foot, and it's in a bad neighborhood.
Right.
And he's like, man, I don't know if I'm going to profit. I would have never told him to buy this lot. For one, way too high in this neighborhood. You should only go up to like 40, 50 max. And in this neighborhood, you cannot go over 110 price per square foot. It's just, you can't.
There's no comps.
You got to make profits because you got carry costs and closing costs. And he didn't know how to underwrite it, right? Now he's in the program. I mean, I couldn't save him on that one because he had already built it. So I try to give him resources. I try to help him with, saving the costs, but he was already in the middle of the build. Like, I can't do too much,
Right.
And he's going to list it. Hopefully he gets all his money back. He's ready to go big this time, and I'm going to be there holding his hand, and we're going to make sure that we underwrite correctly, and we're going to make sure that we get a high ROI on our investment.
No, I just sent a client your way. So he got he got into, the pathway of high return, high risk investments, and they didn't really bear any fruit. So I basically sent him, I kind of chewed his ass on the phone a little bit by just being such a knucklehead, deviating so far from what he knows and people that are unvetted. I sent him your eyes like, dude, he already does rental properties and he's good. He already owns a business. He's good. He's a doctor, all that. He's got the portfolio, dude. I was like, dude, just go talk to Eric. I was like, do your research, see if it makes sense to what you want to do, and then lock in. I was like, because that's right up your alley, because he's a very quantifiable person. He needs to physically see something and touch it, or doesn't have value.
Yeah.
Building a house, I think that's so dope, is because you can drive past the street forever and be like,
exactly,
Dad built that house, Grandpa built that house, right? Like that's impressive. People like that.
And there's so many investments out there, so it's easy to get burned because they're not backed by anything.
Right.
It's just, he say, she say, oh, this is a good investment, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
This is backed by real estate. You're getting a loan from a bank. The bank is not going to give you money unless they underwrite that deal, and it's going to be safe for the bank. Right. If it's safe for the bank, it's safe for you, right?
100%.
So now we just have to make sure that the profit is big enough and we get a high enough ROI that we're comfortable with on our money, because we're using the bank and there's a lot of opportunity out there. So I don't want to get into an investment, a real estate investment that a bank will loan on, but I'm only going to make 10% on my money when I can invest into this property and make 100% on my money. I'm trying to get rich fast and I need big ROIs.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, we got to underwrite a lot of deals. So that's why it makes it safe, because the bank's the loan on it.
Oh, yeah,
so
100%.
Tell him, come my way. I'm gonna help him out.
No, he's gonna go. We're working together, getting his back together. But same problems. He was failing to scale his business, was looking for the next shiny thing, and it burnt him hard. I was like, dude, what are you doing, man? I was like, your whole life you got this far, and you never did it the easy way. He's like, you have to do it the old-fashioned way, because there's no shortcuts in life.
Exactly.
There's
Real estate has been around since
forever.
day one. It's tried and true. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm a big fan of what you're doing, man. On that, now understanding kind of my business model, dealing with kind of high ticket and service-based stuff and marketing, we run into a lot of problems with funding in the digital space for most businesses. Now, understanding if you can solve funding, you've solved a lot of headaches in your business, and every business, from the client side to the owner, the business's side. So what kind of strategies do you guys have in place to help clients secure funding, or what do you have in the pipelines to solve that in the future?
So the good thing about funding and lending in the real estate development space is you have traditional financing, right? The normal banks, Chase, Bank of America, all that type of stuff. And then there's these other lenders that are called hard money lenders, which are asset lenders, no doc loans, where they don't really care your credit score. They don't care about tax returns. They don't care about any of that stuff. If the deal makes sense and it's safe and profitable, the hard money lenders are going to give you the money to build it, right? So that is one key to funding. Now, also, I have a lot of good partners with my funding partners. I mean, I'm like the golden child for hard money lenders. I can find an opportunity and I can call them, boom, I need money. I'll have money within 24 hours for that deal.
Yeah.
So I know what they're looking for. I've developed a lot of good relationships with lenders. But this is very difficult to do, right, at scale with new non-experienced builders. So some of my students, right?
Right.
Now I've been doing a hell of a job getting loans for these people.
Right.
And I got tons of students with zero experience loans, and I will continue. But I've also ran through like 3 banks because we keep maxing out all these banks. So I'm actually in the process of raising my own fund. So then I'll raise all the money, and then I'm going to loan it out to all the students and basically become their hard money lender. So, or I'll partner with a very strong hard money lender to where all my students will be good. But right now, we still have really strong partners, with lenders, and we're getting new builders loans every single day.
Now, how does that benefit the client and the business when you're in control of the lending? I assume if they're struggling, you as an organization could potentially help take over. Is that the idea behind it, or just freeing up the assets to lend to the client is really the problem you need to solve?
Yeah, just, lending is definitely a very important piece to the puzzle, right? So if I can accomplish lending for all my students, that's going to make this thing streamlined a lot easier. And I'm consulting them the entire time.
Right.
Like, if they're facing an issue, they come to me, and I'm going to be like, okay, well, here's what we got to do.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be right back on track around the issue. It's not, I mean, it's concrete and wood and some sheetrock and tile. It's like, it's just a house. It's not that big a deal. I don't know why people are so scared to, like, build homes.
Nah,
it's
houses
like,
are simple.
If you cut out the wood and you put some new wood in there, I mean, it's not that big a deal.
It's really not, man. The trades are pretty basic. They really are. I mean, there's professionals that are very skilled in what they do, make no mistake.
Right, exactly.
But it's really not that complex to fix 99.9% of most problems.
It's not brain surgery where if you make a mistake, you're dead. If you make a mistake on a house, it's like, all right, you just patch it and you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not scared about any of that. If any of my students, you know, if I was lending them, if they were to run off or something happened, I would easily just take it over and finish the project and make the money because I underwrote the deal at the beginning. So I know there's profit there in the end.
Sure. Yeah, you just take over, do what you do.
Yeah, and it's easy for me because I have all the subs. Yeah, it's just like phone calls. Like, hey, framer, go do this. Painter, go do this. Tile guy, here's the address.
Well, I hope you have someone that does that for you at this point.
Yeah.
Or I can imagine there's a reason why you have no hair.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, man. So, what happened last time? Last time you were here, I think you just recently were engaged.
Yeah.
So you got engaged.
We got engaged. Haven't got married yet. Probably next year, next year, we're going to do it. We're in no rush, man. I got a lot of ambition and goals, and she does too. And we're just a power couple beating the streets right now trying to accomplish all our goals for this year.
Yeah, so. I heard a rumor through the grapevine that, I don't know if she told me or you told me. I think maybe you, but is she in the game with homes?
Yeah, she definitely is in the game. I actually taught her the rental game, and she ended up getting 30 rentals.
Jesus.
I had like 90. I've been selling them off. I'm at 65, and I hate all 65 of them. She hates all 30 of them.
Yeah,
we have 95 rentals that we hate. The management sucks. The maintenance sucks. The phone calls from tenants, like, stop calling me. But yeah, we're dumping all the rentals. I can't stand the rental homes.
Yeah, you're massively leveraged for very low return. I mean, it's just, in 30 years, it probably makes sense when it's, clear, but
I don't know if it makes sense in 30 years. Honestly.
I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of it. I like building up the apartment complex.
I would rather dump all that money into real estate development. You know what I mean?
It's tasty.
So I'm about to sell all the rentals portfolios. I mean, they're already listed. So
yeah, you need someone to come through just buy the whole portfolio.
Yeah, they'll be gone within a few months. I'm tired of them.
That's good, man. I think that now the market's looking pretty for that as you got a lot going on in the world, so things always kind of they run on cycles, right. and if you look out, if you just scale out from Zillow or you scale out from someplace else and kind of look over the decades, you can always see the cycles, but there's clear lines going up always. It's never going down overall. It's kind of like the stock market. It never really goes down.
And I'll sell them for payoff. I don't want to make a penny off of them. I'll sell them for what I owe just to get rid of them because I know what I can do in real estate. I just don't want the burden of my energy having to deal with it. I'd rather focus all my energy, all my focus on development and my students.
100%. And where's your kind of key markets? I know you were looking at Miami. I know you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yep. We ended up getting one in Miami. We're on Treasure Island. Going to be my first build in Miami.
Okay.
I'm super stoked about it. Bought the land, got a construction loan at like 1.5. And then it appraised at 5.5, but I have a strong feeling that I'm going to sell it for over 6.5.
Okay.
I got a few things going on back in my head.
Oh, but it's some of Miami area, man. Those new builds in the right area, if you catch it just right, it's so easy. It could be sick numbers.
Yeah.
Sick numbers. It's kind of a good time to be buying stuff, I think.
I'm excited, man. Yeah. And North Bay Village, I don't know if you heard about it, but that's where the Pagani building's going up. There's a lot of, like, 4 or 5 large investments, towers going up over there. So, yeah, man, the Pagani building going up. I don't know when the Senna building's going to go up. But
or the Crutchfield building.
Maybe I need to build the McLaren Senna building.
Wouldn't that be something?
Right?
Wouldn't that be just to be building the McLaren Senna building?
I'll put a Senna on the top that spins.
And your Richie Rich symbol.
I'll keep the headlights on. It spins around the city.
Just to with people.
That's crazy. One day, man, you never know, man. I'm super excited of where, all this growth has happened. Like, you got to remember, I got out of prison 6 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's So you're getting to the point where things in life are getting boring. A lot of people I know get to certain levels of life, and the pleasures of life start to fade away and get rather boring. So the things that excite you when you're poor, which is like going to, I don't know, for me, it was PF Chang's. Okay. For me, when I went to PF Chang's, I felt like I was a superstar because I just loved it.
Yeah.
And, you know, now I can go to any restaurant and restaurants I don't even want to go.
You know, it's funny you said that because a lot of the materialistic is kind of just like blah to me now.
Yeah.
Like, as you can see, I don't really have jewels on. Just got a basic watch on. I don't know about basic, but
this is basic,
it's
my
like,
friend. Let's let the audience reassess. Apple Watch, because I'm counting my steps, is basic. This dude's got a house on his wrist.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna let him get off so easy here.
Patek Philippe.
There you go.
Just a Patek Philippe.
Just a Patek Philippe. However you say it.
However you say it. Shit,
Yeah.
I don't even care about it. But anyway, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just even the cars. I don't really care about that, you know. I just got back from a 2-week vacation in Monaco, south of France, French Riviera. And I was blown away at the money that these people have. Like, I've
different.
never rubbed shoulders and been around this type of money. Like, it opened my eyes up to, it's just what's possible, you know. I got big ambitions.
Yeah.
But when I was over there, I was like, all right, these people ain't playing by the same rules. Like,
No.
these people understand what's going on.
Yeah, those people own like air.
Yes, and I'm trying to own air.
They own water, air, like the gas that's in all the spray cans or whatever, all of it for the whole planet. That's those kinds of people.
So
that's crazy.
It opened up my eyes, man, and just like, you know, I don't really care too much about the materialistic stuff. You know, obviously I like to have fast cars and cool cars and stuff. The jewelry, not that big a deal. Clothes, I don't even care. I think what most important to me right now is becoming the man that I need to become in order to reach those levels. I want to become that type of person. I want to have that knowledge in my brain.
Yeah.
So, man, I was just super inspired. I hit the back to the journaling, created my whole new goal list, what I need to do. I mean, I reverse engineered it from $1 billion back, how much I need to make yearly. Like, I'm ready. So
there you go.
That's where we're at, man. I don't even care about the little materialistic stuff. I just want to achieve my goals and dreams, you know?
Yeah. No, 100%. Now, the internet out here cares about materialistic things. And all my big clients, that's a form of marketing to grab your attention. In my humblest opinion, and they're very good at it. Most of the people that you see there, you think you're like, oh, how can you be Christian and be materialistic? How can you be XYZ materialistic? Like, what are you doing? That's our fears at certain levels. Like, you're struggling to go to that vacation you want. So now money is your biggest concern. The people, when they get to certain aspects of success, it's more about just reaching for the next milestone. It's not the things. The things return you zero pleasure the moment you go buy the watch, the moment you go to the restaurant, the moment you obtain the thing. It loses its luster in minutes instead of days and years.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, you know, I was in prison. I had vision boards. You know, as you know, I don't know if some of the viewers out here know, but I was sentenced to 10 years in prison. I did 7.5 years in prison. So that's kind of where I changed my life and everything. But if you don't know my story, follow me, Eric Epic 23 on Instagram, Eric Epic 23 on YouTube. I've been on a bunch of podcasts. You can hear all about it. But anyway, I had the vision board, so it was already in my head. So I definitely wanted to check it off the box, right? I wanted to have the Richie, and I wanted to have that, and the hypercar. I wanted to have, and now that's checked off, it's like, all right, now I really don't care too much about it.
Sure.
Now I want to become that person to where I can achieve great, big things. So it's kind of where I'm at now.
No, that's good that you say that, because a lot of the people I run across in life, they go after the thing. They think it's the thing. And I always am the counter to that. It's never the thing that the world wants. The world wants the person that understands all the skills necessary to obtain and have that thing. The thing isn't going to give you the attention you think. Most people think, oh, if I drove a Ferrari, I'm going to get all the girls. No, you're not. The girls want the guy that can afford the lifestyle that the Ferrari represents, not you as a dude if you don't have any skill. If I borrowed his Senna, I'm still not the man that earned and deserves the Senna. So when I'm driving around, although I'm a super dope dude, I don't have those skills yet. So I'm misrepresenting what the world truly wants. It's a skill set. So it's very interesting is that You created your future on paper first, worked backwards into chunks that are executable, probably month, week, day, personal development.
Right. And, you know, I was sitting in a prison cell and I was like, you know, I don't have a skill set.
Yeah.
This literally washed over me in prison. Probably was locked up about 5.5 years at this point. And I was like, I was kind of scared to get out.
Yeah.
I was like, I do not have any skills.
That's
I have
crazy.
0 skills. I sold drugs for 10 years. Like, I barely graduated high school. Like, what am I going to do? I don't know how to do anything. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. And I damn sure don't want to come back to this fucking hellhole.
Yeah.
You know? So that was like one of the biggest fears. Like, so I kept reading the books, you know, the personal development books, the business books, the real estate books, you know, and I'm just like, you know, it sounds great. I hope it works. I'm going to try to do it, you know, but how are you really going to get into it? There's always this unknown, like, can you do it?
Sure.
Is it going to happen? So then, you know, I got released. I flipped that house, bought another flip, and then I got into the new construction. And then, you know, I made a lot of money on the new construction. And I said, flipping, I'll never flip again. New construction all the way, bigger profits, more systematic, a lot cleaner, easier. It was just way better.
Yeah, a lot less unknown problems.
So then I stuck with new construction, and, you know, those first few homes, man, I was like, I still didn't know what the fuck. I still didn't have no skill set, right? I mean, I'm doing it, but I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Luckily, in real estate development, you can hire the pros that know what the fuck is going on, right? Like, you hire the framer. I had no clue what was going on. Like, they're putting 2x6 on the exterior walls, 2x4s on the interior walls. I don't know what the fuck. I'm just walking around. I'm like, why is this one wider and this one's not? You know, it's got a 2x6 behind the plumbing, you know, toilets because the pipe. And I'm like, I think they put 2x6 here, but why'd they do this? You know, I don't even know. I'm just walking around, have no clue what's going on. Probably like my first 5 builds, no clue. And then sure enough, you know, you keep doing it. Now you're like, okay, like,
it's just
we did this for the plumbing. We did this for this. Like, you know, we had this. And then you start learning, and then you develop that skill set over time. And so now, man, I'm just so grateful that I have this skill set, because this skill set, like I said, changed my life, turned my life around, made my family happy with me. You know, I was a 2-time felon, like, up in everybody's eyes, I was a failure, right? But not in my eyes. I knew that I was destined for better. And anybody out there, if you're going to focus on something that you can make a lot of money in, right? Yeah. Don't focus on flipping pennies. So if you're going to focus all this time and energy in learning a skill set, make sure that that skill set is going to produce life-changing wealth.
Yeah, 100%.
And that is what real estate development does. And it's so awesome that I'm able to give back and help my students achieve, you know, that same unknown to learning a skill that they can continue for the rest of their life and be successful forever.
Yeah. So, most people will think that it's not possible. They will think it's not possible, that they don't have the skill to do it. But what's different is you have an expert that's holding your hand, which makes a lot of things easier. Maybe there's references and there's community and there's a whole team to support you to get something done. And that means a lot, because you can get stuck at one simple step and it just eats you alive. Kind of like anything in life where the solution isn't coming to you. And it doesn't matter how many times you bang against it, but someone sitting over here in the corner is going to check it out, be like, oh, dude, you just need to tweak this thing, do that, press that button, and you're good. Boom. And then you're off to the races. So they broke it free. That's what experts are for. Now, the world is going to judge, you know, the coaching concept or the mentorship concept, but Kobe Bryant had a mentor. Michael Jordan had a mentor. Every high-level person has highly skilled professionals refining other people's skill sets to make them better. Navy SEALs, there's instructors after instructors after instructors after instructors, doctors, attorneys. They always have a senior person teaching them the apprenticeship of whatever it is that they're trying to master, dentist, everybody. So in the modern world, we use this term as like, oh, you have to have someone that's going to help you, and they want to downplay that. But I think it's really the only way to save time, right? 100%. So leverage that to save your time. And I don't know why the world doesn't do it. You go to college to get a degree. Why won't you treat yourself as a constant educational platform that you need to refine and pour into and make yourself better? And it's simply what this man offers is simply just teaching you a skill that's going to make you better. And it's not that difficult.
It's not that difficult.
It's crazy.
I teach people with zero experience all day long.
Yeah.
And if I can learn it fresh out of prison, anybody can learn it. Like I said, I barely graduated high school.
Yeah.
It's like, if I can do this, anybody can do it. And that's why I'm such like a big advocate of it, because it's like, dude, like, come on. Like, what more do you want me to show you?
Exactly.
I get it. I'm completely tattooed, 2-time ex-felon. Like,
You shouldn't be able to do it.
yeah.
It's not allowed.
I stacked every odd against me that you could possibly stack. Like, oh, prison, that's going to f you up. All right, well, let's go 7.5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tattoo your body, you won't get a job. All right, let's tattoo my whole body.
Yeah. You didn't do the face though. Come on.
Yeah, fuck. Maybe I should do that just to prove to some more people. Maybe that's why.
That's exactly
I
why.
need to tattoo my face. Then they're gonna be
he's-
like, all right, if he
he's too
tattoos his
handsome,
face,
guys.
then I'll join his program. Or,
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, a giant, you know, something across the
Fuck
face
up.
or something. Oh my God. Stamped across the forehead.
Yeah.
Nah, but there's also a lot of work ethic here. So what people don't know about Eric is Eric's one of those people that just does it. So I've seen other people get this dude's name wrong, confuse him with other people that don't have it. But if you're gonna do these things in life, having a solid work ethic never hurts you, and being able to put in the cycle. So just kind of walk me through kind of those first, we'll say 3 years. 3 years of any business starting up are the worst for anybody. What's your daily, what are you putting into your business, which is you? Well, how many hours out of the day were you grinding to kind of get where you're at?
Yeah, that's a great question. And it's pretty easy to answer, right? I lost 7.5 years of my life from the world, locked in a cell, away from everything. I lost everything, even a credit score. When I got out, everything fell off. Didn't even have a credit score. Didn't have no shoes, clothes, underwear, nothing, right? So I felt like, oh, I got to catch up. You know, all my friends didn't lose all this time. They're already been working, saving, making families, babies, whatever it is they're doing, you know, driving nice cars. I'm like, dude, I literally have $150 that the penitentiary gave me.
Gate money.
And I'm like, what am I going to do? $150? What am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
You know, like, what am I for real going to do? So I just felt like so much urgency inside of me and yeah, I worked my ass off every day, day in, day out, learning. Because even in prison, I would read. I'd fall asleep, wake up, read. Fall asleep, wake up, read. Like, I would study, you know. So when I got out, now I got podcasts. I got more books that I can actually choose to read.
Yeah.
I got YouTube, you know. I got the internet. Like, it's unlimited. You can get lost in there forever. And so that's what I did.
I've learned everything from the internet.
So I would just fucking watch all this and fall asleep on, you know, watch on my laptop, fall asleep, go to work, go learn building, go do my flip or whatever it was. And I just talked to people. I was going to those real estate groups, you know, and stuff like that. Like, I was doing everything. And I remember going to those real estate meetups, and I was like, you know, I just got out of prison. I'm probably the brokest, dumbest in this room. Like, and it was kind of nervous, you know. I was pretty nervous, honestly, in those rooms. I didn't want to talk to anybody because I didn't really know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not in the real estate game really at all yet. And so but I went. I want to learn. I didn't give a I want to learn. So I sat there in the back and listening, you know, doing my thing. And then over time, man, I just kept doing that. And I kept showing up. And that's what I did. I kept showing up. And that's what won't do. They won't show up.
They won't do it, man.
If you show up and you are being consistent, the world is going to reward you.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and I got rewarded.
So my perspective on, I won't say the home building one, every custom home builder I know is usually pretty successful. They have a great family. They have all the toys, you know, beautiful wife. They have a great life because they have a solid business, and people need new homes. But realtors really piss me off. Realtors are some of the laziest people I've ever known. They get one big bag and then they just chill and show out for the whole month, 2 months, 3 months, quarter, doing zero. And it's that hustle that they don't have. They don't show up. And where a normal person, well, I won't say normal, but a small subset of humanity that won't allow stagnation to set in will just say, "Ooh, I sold a house, let's go do the next one. Ooh, I sold that house, let's go do the next one." And they're making deals like same day. They don't take any time off because they're looking at the sale like it's nothing. The other people look like they were only going for the sale, so now it's time to rest, do leisure. You want to do leisure when the checks are just rolling in automatically while you sleep. Then you go out and you enjoy the beach cabanas and take the trips all over the place. Like this dude, he's all over the planet because he was locked away for years.
And I don't even like doing that. I don't even like leisure. When I was there, I'm like, let me get back to work, because
I don't like it.
It's the habits that make you, and that's how you do become successful. You got to show up and be consistent and stick to those habits every single day, whatever it is, right? I like to be structured. I like to stick to my schedule, and that's how I make money, and that's what I've been doing since the day I got out of prison.
Same system.
Yeah.
Same system.
So I don't want to just go lay up. I don't want to just.
I can't.
I want to work. That's what I want to do. I laid up in prison for 7.5 years. I don't want to lay up. I want to work. That's what I want to do.
My chick wants to lay up. That's a feminine thing.
Yeah.
I want to go work. I like when I sit still, I can hear this. I'm haunted by this sound in my head. It goes chink, 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 chink. That's the sound of money falling out of my bank account, being flushed down the drain while I'm sitting there at the cabana doing whatever.
Yeah.
Now, maybe they don't look at the world like this, but when I look at the world where I'm spending 3-4 hours and I have to be present, right? That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be like grinding, taking calls while you're being present. I'm just listening to the sound of my bank account just flushing potential money down the drain, because you can't get money if you're not in the way of the sale of the money, right? So that's how I see it, and that like irritates me. I would say that's a new bad habit. Maybe it's an amazing habit. I don't know, but it's a new thing that haunts my life when I'm doing something that's not work. It's literally the sound of toilet.
Even if you systematize your business to where it is working like clockwork, I still don't want to take off. Now I want to build another company that I can systemize and get that one going. And then after that one, I want to do another one. And it's just like, it's what I enjoy.
I'm a creator. I like to create things. So if I can build a business of any type and it's functional, profitable, and I have staff and it's helping people, I like that. The process of building something gives me purpose.
Yep.
And absent that, just leisure, like you said, every time you come here, it's basically double. Now you're at a much bigger number. Kind of walk me through, or the audience through, the difference, because those numbers sound terrifying. Is that really the case, or is the numbers just on the spreadsheet just a bigger number?
I mean, it's all the same. Was concrete, wood, drywall, tile, roof, right? What does that home consist of? Concrete, wood, same exact subcontractors, everything. Obviously, they're a little bit more skilled over here, depending on your finish out, stuff like that, right? But it doesn't matter. You personally aren't doing the work. We're getting a trim carpenter in there that's been doing it for 30 years. He knows exactly how to make this ornate wall that you want, right? I don't know how to do it, but he knows how to do it.
Right.
So I hire him. I say, this is what I want. I show him a picture. I want this right here, right here. Put this right here. What do you need? Or you just go get it. I'll just pay you to do it. Okay. Boom. Next thing you know, a week goes by. Now I got this thing sitting here.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's that easy, right? Everybody gets scared. It's like, oh, man, how do you do it? How do you do it? I did it the same.
Just a bigger number.
It's just another zero behind it. It doesn't matter. I hire the professionals, and the professionals do the work. It's simple. So I love it, man. I did have a talk with one of my students about this, and he's so scared. He was like, I just want to start small. I just want to start small. I'm like.
He doesn't believe in himself, though.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, start small. Like, you have me. Why would you start small? You have the money to invest into a bigger deal. And you have me on your side. I'm not going to let you fail. I'm not going to let you design some right?
Right.
And so I'm like, look, man, if you want to maximize your investment for one off the mentorship and get the maximum benefit out of it, let's go as big as we can go. And not to mention, whenever we do bigger homes, lending gets easier. The lenders want to loan to the big loans.
Really?
Yeah. You wouldn't think so, but
no,
it
it's
is.
Counter to what I would think.
Because you got to think, smaller deals and new builders equals large risk. Larger deals and new builders is smaller risk for the lenders, actually.
Okay.
Because they're making a lot more money on it, the bigger deal. That's what the lender's thinking.
Okay.
He's like, all right, well, Yeah, for sure we'll do it, you know? So it's a lot easier actually to get loans.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But anyway, I talked him into it, and we're doing the bigger one, so yeah. And he's going to be super stoked once we get it done and built and sold, and he's going to be like, Eric, thank you.
What area? Where area is it?
He was actually located in Dallas, and that was another thing I was telling him. I'm like, dude, not only do you have me, you have every one of my contractors.
In the city.
Yeah. And I kind of pissed off at myself because I was doing that, you know, for 3 years, 4 years, and I'm like, I should have gone bigger, faster.
What held you back?
Probably belief in myself, you know?
Just scary numbers.
Exactly. Until you do it, and then you're like, I didn't have a mentor.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would have somebody like me.
Yeah, to push on you.
And actually, that mentorship stuff, it kind of just become prevalent over the last, like, 2-3 years, right?
I mean, I think it's gained a massive amount of popularity. There were things called consultants before.
Yeah.
But those were like a niche subset of business that I don't think was super popular with the growth of the internet, and we'll just say the mentorship coaching space in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
it's the landscape's completely changed. But
and
there's
real estate development, like
super niche.
I didn't know anybody that's going to teach you how to do that.
Exactly.
Especially at my level, like I'm trying to learn how to build. Like I'll pay him right now just because he'll save me so much on costs.
Yeah, one conversation.
Alone. You know. He knows exactly where to source the materials. He knows exactly where to source the subs. He knows everything, how to design the home. Like he can just save me on the build, and I'll recoup the investment like that.
Oh yeah, but you have that knowledge for life. They don't believe that it can be that simple.
It is that simple.
It really is that simple, because if you're around someone that has the experience, if I was building a home and I did not know that's exactly what he did, and we were just having dinner, and he didn't even know I was building a home. The reality is maybe I was hit a wall. I'd be like, yeah, I'm super frustrated, man. Like I'm building this house and I ran into this problem. Boom. You know how fast that he would like just cue in on that without even noticing, be like, oh, do this.
Yeah.
And I could overcome that problem in just an instant. That's what experience and wisdom is.
And it happens every day.
It happens
I help
all
my
day, every
students all day long. I literally talked to a student the other day. He's like, man, I don't know about this lot, man. It slopes off in the back. I'm like, well, there's something called a retaining wall. We put a retaining wall up, and it flattens out the land, and you have a nice backyard. Yeah. And then we put the fence on top of the retaining wall. It's very easy to fix. Mm-hmm. All we have to do is call the company up and say, hey, give me a bid. And then we add it into the budget. That's it.
Pretty good.
Not a big problem at all, buddy.
Not a big problem. Small problem.
Yeah, he actually, we sent an offer on that land.
That seems like a small example, but remember, a lot of his students have never built homes before. So they have what an expert would think is kind of some childlike problems. And they are, in a way, apprentices in the industry. So they do have adolescent style questions because they're new, just like anybody that's starting something. But where these people are different, and where some of the audience probably is having friction, is that they're taking action. So you can read all these books.
It makes me so happy.
You can observe everything on the internet, and you can go down the rabbit hole podcast and seeing these mentors and social media and all this stuff. But if you don't take one step in the direction you want to go by application, you're not going to get anywhere, because life is the greatest teacher that ever existed, and you learn through failure. Eric has had some pretty massive missteps in life and have been able to correct his course and create the person that he wants to see in the mirror and the life that he wants to live through those actions. If you get anything from here, learn to take more action than you do observing the world through the internet and through books.
And that's what makes me such a great mentor and coach. Because, dude, I've experienced it all. Like, I was fresh out of prison, 0 credit, nothing. Like, I can't get a loan, so I had to learn how to navigate this, right? I had to go get a secure credit card. I had to boost my credit score. It was like the low 600s. Yeah. I boosted it up. I studied. I didn't have mentors. I studied the shit, and that's why it took me 6 years. I could have accomplished all this in 2 if I would have had somebody like me.
Absolutely.
But I had to do all the steps. I had to fix my credit. I had to figure out how to get funding for my deals. I had $150. I had bad credit. I fixed it. I got $150 from prison. That ain't going to buy me a house. I had to figure out how to get funding. I figured it out. Then I had to learn how to build. Didn't have a mentor showing me. So I did what I had to do. Partnered with a friend that never built new construction. But I risked it. I believed it, and I believed in myself. I knew I would figure it out, even if he couldn't figure it out. I knew I would figure it out. Luckily, we both figured it out. Everything worked out great. But those 3 things, and that's exactly what I teach my students today. They come with me with 500 credit scores, 400 credit scores.
That's crazy.
I fix their credit. I get them business funding. They don't even know these are options.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you've been sitting on the sideline for how long? Like, I could have got you this a long time ago. Like, what are you all waiting for? Like, if you have bad credit, who cares? I did too. I can fix it. You ain't got no money for the down payment? Who cares? Neither did I. I can fix it. You don't know real estate development? Who cares? I know it. I'll teach you.
He can fix it.
I can fix it.
Are we hearing a corporate slogan here?
I mean, come on. It's not that difficult, man.
I like it, man. I like everything that you're doing because I know it works. And, you know, the testimonials are going to start flowing through. And it's unfortunate that, you know, the world is, you know, a glass is half empty instead of half full most of the time. But the only way to silence the people that don't believe is to show the wins from all your clients, from single mothers to the teachers to the nail salons to the all the people, the elderly, the rich, the poor, the average, all those ranges of society that you've been serving. Once those results and all these new homes start to hit the market and sell and have positive results, which is as expected, now what can the naysayers really say?
They're not going to be able to say much. If you don't know Eric Epic yet, you're about to know him soon. If it's not for my huge developments taking over Florida and Texas, if it's not from my students and all their testimonials and success stories that are about to be put out, you're going to hear about it, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be in a snowball effect. It's already been happening. I got 5 testimonials yesterday.
That's crazy.
I'm about to blast everybody over the head with everything. You will know about me, either through my developments or my students. Their successes are going to tell their friends. They're going to start witnessing changes in these people's lives.
Sure.
From there, they're going to ask how they did it. It's going to be real estate development that changed their life, and it's going to be through the Builder Accelerator program from me.
100%.
That is exactly what's going to happen, and I'm telling you now, on the next interview.
Oh, I believe it. You don't even have to. There's a lot of people in this world that do a lot of hot air. A lot of people. I'm not going to say Miami's the worst, but boy, there's a lot of people that love to hear the sound of their own voice. I believe in Eric, and you don't have to believe him, and you don't have to believe me. I could care less. But every time I see this dude, it's a new level, and because he puts the pressure on himself, not really the world, and he's not going after the profit. He's going after the process that enabled all that to happen. So I don't gamble, but I would bet on Eric Crutchfield any day of the week because I've seen him move through the world over the last year, and these testimonials, look, they're everything in business in the digital space. I don't care who you are. If you have 10 great testimonials, it'll change the landscape of your business. So stop focusing on the goddamn sell and start focusing on the product and your clients' results, at least for the first 2-3 years of your business. Because once you have enough of these, nothing can stop you. Literally,
10.
nothing. 10. You just need 10.
We got almost 400.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's about to be.
It's nuts. Literally, a big business that I observe for marketing and advertisement. It's called Mind Valley. And I personally know one of the guys responsible for their marketing, but they have whole ads, hundreds and hundreds of ads running throughout Meta and Instagram, everywhere. A good chunk of it, I want to say about 30%, is nothing but testimonials. Okay. Just cranking. So, love it. So testimonials, if Mind Valley's doing it, well, you heard it from me first. Just do what the big boys are doing.
Eric
Get you some good
23 is about to do it.
Good testimonials. Eric will have them, right? Nothing everybody needs is a good home, and I like it, man. Everybody likes a good, safe, new home. And these different markets that you're introducing your products and service in, what's your favorite? What's your favorite market that you just kind of love?
Oh, man, you know it's going to be Miami.
I don't know that, look, but you're telling me.
I love the water. I love the weather. I love all the cars. All the people are fit. Got a bunch of pretty girls. Great restaurants to eat at. Everybody's supportive of, you know, you can put a camera up in your face and walk down the sidewalk and nobody even looks at you different,
Weird.
right? But you do that in Dallas, they're like, what the hell is this guy doing?
A weirdo.
It's just different out here. So
it's not a big social media presence there.
It's definitely Miami, man. I love yachts, you know. I can't do that back home in Dallas. It's just, yeah, so we got the spot out here now. We got the Senna. Everything's going good. It's like a little vacation when I come out here. I got the spot overlooking the water, and I just got the dope hypercar out front, and I'm just like,
that's crazy.
I love it. So still in the process of, you know, we do have the build going on out here. So once I, you know, get that one completed, I'll have the exact numbers. And once that happens,
you'll use that as a blueprint.
The scale will happen very fast, which I'll probably buy a couple more before this one's over with. But yeah, once I get this one completed, then I'll start shopping for me a lot on the water and get me a yacht, put it behind it, you know, all that stuff.
And the target price for this home right here is what? In it, probably two to three.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm shooting. I underwrote it, so we'll see. It's gonna be 3 stories, super organic, modern. I've never done anything like it. It's got a rooftop pool.
Oh shit!
I'm trying to do like an infinity edge or acrylic wall to where it looks over the water. So we'll see. Working on it. I just had my architect plan review right before I came into here and changed a few things. So I was going to put a spiral staircase in, but it's not going to fit with the width. Those spiral staircases take up a lot of room. So now I'm going to do an accent wall that's all stone and have like the treads floating off of it.
Okay.
So the frame will be built inside the wall. You won't be able to see the frame. And then the
floating
treads will
staircase,
be floating.
Right?
Yeah, the floating staircase, but with no rail. So it's kind of different.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm excited, man. A lot of cool you know. I'm excited, and I can't wait to jump on the next podcast.
Man, it's crazy, man. I've seen all different types of personalities, but I don't think I've seen one with a trajectory quite like yours in a while.
Appreciate
it. That's just a testament to what you're doing. I mean, I've worked out with the guy. Eric's one of the strongest guys in the gym. He can dial in his diet. Like, he talks, when he says he's out of shape, he still's rocking abs, right? He's like, I got so fluffy because I've been off, and like, he's still ripped out. It's not like crazy veiny or anything nuts, but it was like, he's still got Coke can abs, man. I'm like, getting them on camera. I'm like, all right. I was like, no, this is good enough, bro. Let's go ahead and rock it. So his standard of lax is kind of a little bit different. So that's why he's successful. So I'll let you close this one out. Time goes by so quick when we're doing these things, man. I literally could probably need to block up a couple hour session with you. Yeah, we need to stick to like business, then some life, so maybe some other aspects of it, because an hour is really not fair to you or to the audience when we're talking about these things.
Right.
So go ahead and close them out, man. What do you want to leave this audience with so that they can remember you by?
You know, if y'all don't follow me, it's Eric Epic 23, Instagram and YouTube, same handle, pretty easy, Eric Epic 23. And I just want to change people's lives, you know, continue to change me and my family's life. And I want to help change other people's life. To any aspiring developers out there that do want to get into new construction development, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram. You can write builders on DM, or you can check out my YouTubes and just click the link and schedule a call. I'm going to help you out, man.
Nothing more needs to be said, man, with the man in the house dropping those heaters. Look, if you're not into social media, getting a presence to push your business to the edges of the internet, local or national, you are missing out on a massive opportunity. If you aren't paying attention to some of the guests that are on this podcast and other podcasts that are building these portfolios and making real money, and they're showing you the exact way they're doing it with how their social medias are moving, how their business is moving, how they're investing their time, energy, and resources to make themselves better, you're missing out. And I was once that person that was sitting on the sideline watching other people live a life that I wasn't, until I started taking some snaps in the game, learning my lessons, paying my dues, and starting to get my piece and my expertise in front of the right people so that I could grow my business to the next level as well, using the exact same systems and process they used. So if that sounds like you, keep watching this podcast, but please, for the love of God, take action and get out on the streets and press the limits of your skills so that you can start building a life that you always wanted. Because I can tell you right now, as a 9-to-5 employee, you aren't going to find the success that you're looking for. You're just not. And I spent the majority of my life there.